Emergency on planet Earth. Never mind, let's go to Mars. Elon Musk is a visionary and a genius, whether you like him or not. You might think he's a problem. You might want to be setting fire to a Tesla, even as you're listening to this. But when it comes to ingenuity, radical change, engineering, understanding reality, even being a sort of mercurial presence when it comes to humour, Elon Musk is perhaps peerless. When we look back at this era, whose names will abide? Do you think people are going to be talking about Hillary Clinton in 1,000 years' time? Only if she is truly a Nosferatu-style reptile who just won't die, even though everyone around her seems to find their way to the boneyard.
We saw, he died.
It's likely that we'll be talking about Trump and Musk. Let me know what you think about that in the comments and the chat. Let's have a look at some of Elon Musk's latest announcements and let's see, is he trolling or rolling with the truths? Let's get into it. This story primarily is about his claim that the Earth is doomed and finished and we should occupy Mars. Now there's aspects of Elon Musk I like. He's a big, massive, vast human being with a number of enterprises. The areas where I get concerned are Neuralink, because anything that starts off with, we're going to help people with brain cancer, usually ends up as, we're going to plant chips in your heads and control you. And what's the other one? The colonization of Mars. Now, that ain't because I don't agree in it with engineering and technological ingenuity and the miracles of science. I just get frightened that the miracles of science generally get deployed by people already in power and used to control and limit ordinary people. I know it's a sort of a mad blanket statement. Let's have a look at it together and work it out amongst ourselves.
This is a backup plan in case something bad happens here, going to Mars.
That's one of the benefits of Mars, is life insurance for life collectively.
You know what I see? Whether it's Nigel Farage talking to reporters in the UK or Elon Musk talking to reporters in the US, you can sort of sense this kind of like, oh, fucking hell, you idiots. Like, it's exhausting. If you watched the moment where I walked from the car into Westminster Magistrates Court, you'll see what the media truly are. They're like a swarm of animals. They've lost their dignity. They've lost themselves. Whether it's in a one-on-one discourse, like you're witnessing there between Elon Musk and that reporter, or when they throng and throb together, a pullulating mass of insects, you can see their true parasitic and dark nature. They're there to create destruction and despair. Can you see, like, Elon Musk almost going, it's one of the benefits of going to Mars. That's not what I said. Now, like, I personally think that we should revere and love the Earth as commanded in the Bible. But I recognise that Elon Musk is a pretty unique individual, a straight up and down genius, and he's going to have perspectives that maybe I might learn from. So let's listen to him.
So eventually, all life on Earth will be destroyed by the sun. The sun is gradually expanding.
Yeah, but that's ages. That's like, isn't that a billion years? We don't need to panic about that now. Let's implement some urgent measures for preservation and respect of the Earth. I'm not talking about climate change narratives that are used to impose individual regulation on individuals and entire communities and sometimes even whole countries. No, I'm talking about respect and love for our planet, the beauty of nature that we live in harmony with.
And so we do, at some point, need to be a multi-planet civilization because Earth will be incinerated.
I'm hearing this for the first time. No one's ever told me the sun is going to burn Earth.
This is not a disputed fact.
Actually, everyone knows that. You shouldn't be on the telly, mate. That's that Jesse Waters, isn't it? He's on Fox News. He's probably all right. It's mad, isn't it, when you see sort of like Elon Musk literally describing Armageddon. It's like, text Jesse. Jesse, I'm fucking freaking out, man. Is the sun going to expand and devour us? I don't know. I'm just hearing it for the first time like you. What else? What else is going on? Is McDonald's bad for you?
I'm not disagreeing with it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I didn't know this was our destiny, to get roasted by the sun.
Yes, and I don't think there's anyone who would disagree with that.
That's like the cosmic scale that Elon Musk lives on. He's already thinking about when the sun implodes and becomes a red dwarf or a white star. It's cold outside. There's no kind of atmosphere. He's already thinking in those terms. And that's why you need someone like Elon Musk. One of the queries I would offer is, would that same mindset be charged with forming the ideology for interpersonal relationships and all? I would say that we can't really look to Elon Musk to solve all of the world's problems. He's colonising Mars, he's building Neuralink, he's got that fame thrower thing, he's got the Tesla, all ingenious things from an actual genius. I would say subsidiarity. Let's make sure that we're running our own communities. And I reckon too, the Doge aspect of what he does is pretty interesting and exciting because he's going into bureaucracies and cleaning house. We'll get into that in a minute, but let's stay for a moment with this aspect of Elon Musk's broad portfolio, saving us from the imploding sun.
So we have to set up plans to leave and spread out
I mean, we have several 100 million years, so it's not like you don't hold your
Rush several 100 million years, when you think like maybe in 10 to 15 years, the way things are going, we could be so annihilated by nuclear war. So like, let's bring it forward. Let's bring our focus to the forefront a little bit. What's going on? And again, I'm not criticising Elon Musk for this, not in the position I'm in, for heaven's sake. But what I'm saying is, like, bloody hell, what about looking after this planet?
Don't hold your breath. It'll be okay. But if Earth has been around for 4.5 billion years, which is what the fossil record suggests, then Earth only has about 10% more life in it before it gets so hot that life is impossible.
Waters didn't think the interview was going this way, did he? Like, wait a minute, we're running out of resources. The sun's going to blow up. Hang on a minute. Get me Greta Thunberg on line 1.
And you're going to be the guy to put us closer to where we need to be to get to Mars.
We're headed there. Yeah, we have a long way to go because
it's fucking miles away.
It's not about just landing on Mars and doing flags and footprints. It's about creating a self-sustaining city on Mars. With the fundamental fork in the road of destiny being that Mars is sufficiently self-sustaining and can grow by itself. If the resupply ships from Earth stop coming for any reason, whether that is because civilization died with a bang or a whimper, but if the resupply ships are necessary for Mars to survive, then we have not created life insurance. We've not created life insurance for life collectively. So that's the key point in the future where destiny of life as we know it will forever be affected, is when Mars becomes self-sustaining.
Emergency on planet Earth is what's being described. Elon Musk garners much of the criticism that he endures because of his rather unique portfolio within government, in particular as head of Doge, going into various government institutions, checking them out, seeing where there's wastage and cutting it down. Understandably, this is causing a lot of blowback. But don't we generally believe in small government and accountability within government? Don't all of us think it's kind of absurd that the Pentagon ain't passed an audit for, well, actually, ever? And wasn't Doge precisely what the doctor ordered, or at least the electorate ordered, when they voted for Trump? Let me know in the comments and chat. Supply chains, strangled crops, burned by climate chaos are sending coffee prices through the roof. Blokes with clipboards who've never farmed a day in their life. Brazil's frost one year, a drought the next. Shipping bottlenecks, which is what I call my anus.
You can smell it.
Inflation, and someone at the World Bank whispering, "Let's just make it all worse." The result? Your morning cup of coffee now costs as much as a small island in Fiji. Not 1775. They've just launched the 1775 starter kit. It's like an act of civil disobedience that happens to come in a box. This is 3 bags full of real coffee and more. A dark roast so bold it could body slam Klaus Schwab through a Davos buffet table. A medium roast, smooth and strong. Stronger than George Clooney when he's blacked up on the bonnet to play Reagan. And their mushroom blend, legal mushrooms like lion's mane, cordyceps and turkey tail. You also get a milk frother that works better than most members of Congress. A black tumbler branded so boldly it gets you side-eyed by baristas and banned from brunch in San Francisco. And a gold spoon clip, a touch of elegance, reminding you that rebellion can be refined. It's $170 worth of rebellion for just $99. Go to 1775coffee.com, use the code BRAND, and join the caffeinated resistance.
I think the Inter-American Foundation, IAF, is one of the agencies we visited where, they get $50 million a year, congressional money, to give grants. These are things like, alpaca farming in Peru, improving
That's a real example.
Yes, that's the real description. Improving the marketability of peas in Guatemala.
Really?
Fruit jam. Yes.
What? Yeah.
So you might expect, in the private sector, a nonprofit to give, 80 to 90% of their money to grantees. In the case of IAF, that was 58%. So the other half goes towards management, travel.
What we're defined exactly, to Ethan's example is that even if you agreed with supporting alpaca farmers in Peru, actually most of the money never made it out of DC. Mm-hmm. It's going into the pockets of people in the neighborhood.
What percentage
didn't even get to Peru?
Right. So what percentage do you think doesn't even get to the destination it's supposed to?
I believe the GAO estimate, so this is not our estimate, I believe it was on the order of only 10 to 15 cents on the dollar actually gets to the end recipient, whether you agree with that cause or not.
So they're just stealing the money before
Yes.
it even gets anywhere.
There's layers of stealing. So there's the first layer of stealing, second layer of stealing, third layer of stealing.
Subcontractor,
You start peeling the onion. Yeah,
subcontractor.
exactly. Contractor, subcontractor. It's like peeling an onion. And then maybe, and sometimes it's zero. Just flat, you get to the bottom of the onion, there's nothing there.
So maybe no one got a sex change in Guatemala.
It's possible that no one got a sex change in Guatemala.
How many more llamas must suffer before someone does something about this? We're all familiar now with those ridiculous lists, Sesame Street in Iraq, and I'm sure that some of it has been inflated, conflated, and amplified to tell a story of corruption and ineptitude in the former administration, which is a common trope when new governments get elected. Nevertheless, don't we want to see government reduced in size, accountability, efficiency, and efficacy from our leaders? Don't we want to feel that we are in control of our own lives and our own destinies, in so much as God charges and trusts us with our own lives, if it is only to serve him and his ends? I'm talking about Jesus Christ, of course, not Donald Trump, not Elon Musk. Though, in my view, these two men will stand uniquely in the light of not the sun, which is going to implode apparently any minute now, but in the light of history. And of all the many things I'm sure I disagree with when it comes to Elon Musk or Donald Trump or the MAGA populist movement, one thing that I certainly agree with is accountability, a new spirit of leadership, a new type of leadership that includes mad trolling and back chat and tricksterish announcements. It's definitely an upgrade on what went before, and hopefully might give birth to a different type of politics, nationally, locally, individually, and globally. Maximum sovereignty and an acknowledgement that if we're going to have principles like justice, authenticity, and integrity, you're going to need a God of some kind. And if you have that God, then you won't be worrying about colonizing Mars. You'll be worrying about surrendering and opening your own heart. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments and chat. If you don't have Rumble Premium yet, get Rumble Premium now. We stream our show Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and for a small stipend, you can get additional content from us that will be also beautifully ad-free. More important than any of that stuff is, if you can, please stay free. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more uncensored content where free speech can flourish, join our live stream. Click the link right here to watch the next video if you want to, or become a member of a growing movement. Download the Rumble app and you'll be informed every time we make a new piece of content. Stay free.